atopa bi e wubu hwediye hweniye na atopa bi de wobekọ obonsam gym hweye na atopa bi de wobekọ bonsam
call your Sheldon with a hour of the day
and send me to me Kwadwo opiani tiapa okoye den koka we nyasem wankaso bi di bone bwe na sembe nyo sena ensem shisha dakamu information delivery information delivery hey ensem sisio Tuesday if you know bro ensem information delivery. Now, when you go on various social platforms, a bank is trending. Not Riverbank, not Tara Banks, not Spam Bank, not Power Bank, not Black Bank. But this one, bank we know. Baby, I call them because where we they go hide when a money, then they go take when a money. Now the bank is trending not because ABI or the product we have a marketing so. Person senior most from the topmost, a senior personnel from this institution, and Wama Bank no air trending. Now, as I said, when you go on social media platforms right now, a rate of someone be trending. A rate of someone which is sue or court as we no papers no. That is the rate of someone in the local parlance. You see a someone. Yasamane was a brakot. And yes, this morning I wake up where I see Ghana Live posted it with a caption. And bro, from morning, when you go on Twitter right now, people have created Twitter spaces discussing it because the content of the issue no go bust your mind. And this is sugar daddy for almost say business because if you are promising people 3,000 and things, how imagine say you get girl. Where you know they see your life top, but there's some sugar daddy they give them 3,000 every month. How will respect you? They are destroying the market, but that is beside the point. Now, senior most topmost of this particular bank entered into a parallel relationship with this national service personnel. And you see, whatever I'm saying here is based on the rate of summons. These are not concocted or machinated. I am picking from what? I mean, maybe I'll go add some embellishment, but the facts remain the facts. So the senior most topmost entered into a relationship with this national service personnel. As he say, you see the troops now, he said, let me cross your River Jordan. So he's a married man. But then, when they want cocker, so conforce a call. So he entered into a relationship with this particular lady. And it be like where the thing reach, somebody in body obi walk with him. So separation has come, confusion has set in. And as Chairman entered into the relationship with this particular lady, promises were made. Uso didn't promise. You are not related to any politician. Who you are to deal with my promises. But Chairman laid out promises to this lady, and somebody in body go enter inside. But then the relationships are based on the rate of summons. The lady or the lady insinuated in the rate of summons said she entered into the relationship because of the man's persistency. It's like the man they won't have him. So through sexual harassment and persistency, the lady gave in. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So he started amorous relationship. This man too get wife. So for information that they gather on social media, we say his wife to the medical doctor. Why is my gender like this? But the element of sexual harassment, is very, very serious. The reason why this bank is even trending is that in the rate of someone, the lady is saying, the bank creates an enabling environment, a fertile grounds for some of these things to happen. And the top people for there, they know, but they have kept a blind eye on it. That is why the bank's name has been dragged into this situation. And also the fact that the man they work for there, so obviously the tabloids and the news platforms will run it like that. The element of sexual harassment will be something we for not they take play. And that is why when some social media influencers were trying to make fun of it and trying to embark on smear campaign against the outside, no, bro, you don't do that. Because so far the bank in question has not come out to issue any statement. The chief financial officer has not come out to issue a statement. This is the side of the lady, and this is what she has said in the writ of summons. So we are waiting for the bank, and I don't know if he's going to resign. I don't know what the bank is going to say, because of course they have dragged the bank's name into disrepute by attaching you with this. Say no, if you're a bank and they tell you this, it be very serious. If we did in the Western world by now, counseling study happen. Oh yeah. So yes, let me read it. Mr. Ernest Kwasi Nimako, Chief Financial Officer of Bank, has been sued by Deborah Seriam Adabla, a former national service personnel at the bank. According to the writ of summons that has been shared widely on social media, Deborah, the plaintiff, is suing Mr. Nimako, the defendant, for failing to deliver on promises made to her. According to writ of summons that has been shared widely on socials, Deborah, the plaintiff, is suing Mr. Nimako, the defendant, for failing to deliver on what promises made to her. Ms. Adabla states that that during her time as NSS personnel at the bank, she entered into a parallel relationship with a defendant after persistent sexual harassment from the defendant. I said that. Ms. Adabla stated that she finally gave in to the defendant's request and they entered into what? A relationship. Ms. Adabla also made mention in her writ that sexual harassment was a culture in the bank, as many superior employees harass junior female employees sexually. Ms. Adabla stated that during the course of her relationship with the defendant, she was promised the following, pay attention: a lump sum working capital to start business, pay for her accommodation for 3 years, buy her a car, pay her 3,000 Ghana cedis a month, buy her a ring, pay her medical bills and other bills, including paying of her to undergo family planning treatment, so that she will not give birth in the short term. They married the plaintiff after divorcing his wife in the course of their parallel relationship, since the defendant's relationship with his wife was challenged with irreconcilable differences and the marriage has broken down beyond repairs or reconciliation. However, after opting out from signing a contract to work at the bank because of the promises made to her by the defendant, however, after opting out from signing a contract to work at the bank because of the promises made to her by the defendant, he fell short on delivering. Ms. Adabla is therefore suing the defendant and asking the court to direct the defendant, Mr. Nimako, to fulfill all the promises. And the promises are listed in the writ of summons. So chairman really give one promise. So to the point that when they were offering contracts to her colleagues, where they can't do them a service, of course. So if you come to the bank where you can't do better job, I then go, give you contract. When they offered contracts to her colleague, she was like, nah, bro, that's our labor, no, I'm not going to do it. So she didn't take the contract because Mr. CFO has promised all these things to her. So she not take. So basically then they can't lie down, make them so good and things. Then as you happen, I don't know what happened, what really happened. I don't know, say a chairman so said, chairman say you no go pay again. So the lady is saying, yes, me I did my somewhere where you can give me promises. A lot of promises, a lot. To the point you say you go divorce your wife, can't give me a ring, then marry me. So I have evidence, and based on the writ of summons, the girl, there is nothing written, there is nothing contractual about it, but then there are messages, voice notes to seal the agreement. which she is willing to present to the court of competent jurisdiction, because the way because listen, this case it has a lot, like it be multifaceted case, sexual harassment, broken promises, rent control issues, a lot of things there inside. You understand? And you see, let me read some of the things here to you in the writ of summons. Let me see. So plaintiff with all assurances from the first defendant to exit the bank and not take up a contract, and in return for that first defendant made what representations and assurances to the plaintiff to the effect that he will give the plaintiff the following, the things I listed. Then you say plaintiff avers that the strength of these representations, when her colleagues were engaged on contract, she did not even apply to take up the contract appointment and exited upon the end of her national service in July 2021. Plaintiff also agreed to engage in the parallel relationship with the first dependent pending marriage. Plaintiff avers that having undertaken and indeed and in effect agreed to carry out her part of the bargain as stated in the paragraph 14 and 15 herein, the first defendant also agreed to execute his part of the bargain. So plaintiff avers that through the first dependent representation and assurance, he provided the plaintiff with a 2-bedroom accommodation at what? Rental value of 1,500 Ghana cedis per month, and paid the first year rent, leaving an outstanding 2 years rent of house number blah 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 blah, Accra, which plaintiff is still occupying. At the time of issue of this writ, which is due to be renewed, indeed, plaintiff has now been taken to the rent control over ejection or for ejection. And the chairman paid only 1 year, 2 years now unless you call your father mother. So right now, as then they issue this writ, then they sack him, they take and go rent control. As to whether she is lying, I can't confirm nor deny. Let's continue. You say, okay. Plaintiff avers that first defendant also started paying the plaintiff a monthly stipend allowance salary of 3,000 Ghana cedis per month, and has been paying same until July 2022, when the parties started having differences, and the first defendant is now in arrears of what payment at the time of issuing this writ. In the chairman, and Tawantawa bisik of small misunderstanding and argument, chairman withdraw the arrears. The allowance or stipend. So chairman the owe. That is what the writ of someone is saying. First, defendant also asked the plaintiff to go and look for a car for herself so that he will pay for it. Plaintiff therefore contacted the car dealer and got a car, Honda Civic, home use and unregistered car. Plaintiff bargained for it at a cost of 120,000 Ghana cedis, which plaintiff referred the car dealer to the first defendant, who paid for the car, registered it, and handed the keys over to the plaintiff, which she has been driving for a little over a year now. Plaintiff further avers that the first defendant, to ensure that he monitored what plaintiff's movement and to have monopoly over her, installed a monitoring device that is a tracking device in plaintiff's car, and monitored the plaintiff everywhere she went. And even if he's out of the country, he monitors plaintiff from outside and can at his beck and call stop the car whenever he wanted. But some contracts being Chile. So a lot. So the car no, them no register the car for the lady name. I don't know the kind of name the chairman registered the car, the name he registered the car in. So as the Yawa Pino, right now the lady is demanding said that for due transfer of ownership from whoever they own the car to one. Bro, information day. So that is, I mean, plenty. I will drop a link in the description so that you can go and read it like thoroughly. But that is basically the surface value. Broken promises. Where Madam say, I will take you on. I have evidence. I will take you to a competent court of jurisdiction and I'll make sure say I deal with you. Some other people are also saying that she no get case. Because this, like, bro, it just be promised. Now, I'm a promise on Yawa Paya. You understand? Some people are also saying that she no get case. This case will be useless at the court. Some are also concerned about the sexual harassment and the fact that the bank's name has been dragged into it. And as at now, the bank has not issued a statement. But then, wait, I have, let me see. I think I went to their website and I saw something about the company's policy on personal relationships. So let me see if I can, yeah, so let me see. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. You see, this policy states that, that will not, okay. You see, personal relationship between employees, specifically, where one reports to the other, are not allowed. If found out, such affected staff will face disciplinary actions. Where however, an employee finds himself or herself having a relationship with a colleague which is progressing toward marriage, both of them should report it immediately to senior management for a decision to be taken on the appropriate course of action to be taken. The likely decision may be to inquire or maybe to require one of the two to resign from the company, but it will be determined on a case-by-case basis. So basically, the company, they frown on, you know, that kind of workplace relationship things. And they have indicated that to the point where, like, you people say, like, you are in love, you are married and things, you know. If you go to that stage, when it gets to that stage, you know, if you report to the senior management, they will take a decision or make a decision on it. And with that one, say one person for resign from the company. So all these things, they come at play. All these things, they come at play. As I said, as at now, the bank has not issued any statement. So I'm going to leave that. But you see, the element of sexual harassment is something we for not take play. You understand? Because, bro, according to the rate of summons, this be something where, once again, according to the rate of summons, this be something where it be prevalent in the company or in the institution. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think as to whether chairman is going to reply or Mr. CFO, whether, I don't know. But also there are also people on social media posting the girl's video and pictures saying, oh, this one, she be bad bitch and blah. Bro, it's a bad bitch there, and then you know they concern them.
I'm still ready to forgive you. I'm still ready to forgive you. Make up your mind, sit down, and call me. There's no shame in this. People do worse mistakes than you did. So don't let your ego dictate you. Why?
She there in somewhere where you can make, you say one day in a relationship plus and promise something. When they take you go court, whether she be bad bitch, whether she get tattoo, whether she has cut the hair, whether she has dyed the hair, that be irrelevant to the case. Let us deal with the facts. So stop trying to do that smear campaign thing. It don't go far. But now, if she be bad bitch, what has that got to do with the case? Say you saw what you wanted and you wanted to enter and you entered the wanted. You understand? So make people stop that thing. But yes, right now, no, yet me we know because the case they caught. If you go talk with your mouth chair right now, that's why I did my possible best not to bring the bank's name into this. Fish, don't take your Kwasi account, put the bank in logo for inside. Do well, you. Anyway, so let me know what you think. Do you people think that Obi Nwa could demand now? What do you make of this issue? Let me know your take on this. What do you make of it? Let's talk. Let's have a conversation in the comment section. My name is Sheldon, and hey, see the promises. Imagine say this be sugar daddy where they wire your woman. Your woman they go see him, they give him all these things. Just say, oh, cry all that about tomorrow. That they know must sell market, no? Car, rent. Then they promise them bring one and things. Also, the only thing you go feel buy give this girl the Indomie. How you go feel progress in life? How you go feel win this battle against the sugar daddies? Cancel sugar daddies. #. This is not nice. But anyway, there's some sexual harassment in the the bank's name has been dragged in. The chairman's name has been dragged in. Come out. Me see this case and don't be multiple layered. A lot of things they happen. So let me know what is going to happen or what you think is going to happen. I'm out.